Well, hi everybody, and welcome to another EBTV sports presentation. Tonight from East Brunswick High School, it is girls basketball as East Brunswick takes on Piscataway in a Greater Middlesex Conference Red Division game. Hi, this is Jimmy Allinder, being joined once again by Megan O'Neill. Megan, thanks very much for being with us. The opponent tonight is Piscataway with a 3-3 record. East Brunswick 6-1, a surprising 6-1. They're going to be playing Piscataway on Saturday, undefeated Piscataway. Is there any danger that East Brunswick would look ahead to that game?
I don't think we have to worry about East Brunswick looking ahead to JB Stevens at all. The game tonight against Piscataway is a big game in their division, and Piscataway has a very solid team. Even though their record is 3-3, they've lost to 3 very good teams. So it should be an interesting game tonight with 2 really good Red Division teams. And
East Brunswick is an interesting team in its own right. We had an opportunity to watch them against their opponent 2 nights ago. That was against South Brunswick. The thing that struck me most was this was a team that played like a team. There wasn't no great star, although they all have their qualities, but put them all together, and they really are a formidable pet foul. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, East Brunswick comes at you with a very even attack. They have a lot of players that are capable of scoring. They play very solid defense, which really holds their team together. So they definitely come at you with a lot of different threats.
Right. And we noticed that Megan Mayo and Candace Green are 2 of the better outside shooters for East Brunswick. Jess Campbell's been playing really well. Laura Petriella. I understand that Erin Whalen has a wrist that might be a little sore. She may not play. I see Ali Riccio is dressed for East Brunswick. So all in all, this team is loaded and getting more confident as the season moves on. All right, so we're going to take a short break. We'll be ready with the tip-off right after this. Okay, back here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, where tonight the East Brunswick girls, 6-1 on the season, will host Piscataway, which comes into this game with a record of 3-3. Piscataway has athletes, Megan.
They have a lot of speed.
Yeah, but East Brunswick, like I mentioned at the top, presents its own set of problems for Piscataway, and it'd be interesting to see how they match up with each other as we get into this game.
Yeah, and right from the get-go, you can kind of see East Brunswick has a little bit of a height disadvantage. They're definitely going to need to box out and rebound well against Piscataway.
Well, they've been very successful in the early season going up against teams with more height. Thing I noted that was very evident was that East Brunswick started to run, and they just continued to run. And eventually, their conditioning paid off.
Right, they had a slow start yesterday, so let's see how they started out today.
All right, Laura Petriella will jump for East Brunswick against number 3, that's Wisniewski, and with it is the Bears. You noted that Kristen Lang is taking over for Erin Whalen in the starting position.
Yeah, they probably started Christy Lang out. She brings a lot of speed to their game, and Piscataway is known for having a lot of quickness.
That is she with the ball. Number 5, Petriello. Mayo is not shy about shooting. Looks like East Brunswick might have some lanes.
East Brunswick running really hard cuts off of these screens.
I'll tell you what, if they don't box that middle up, Piscataway will be in trouble. Let's see how East Brunswick, there's one right there.
That's a great pass. Excellent finish right there by Laura Petriello.
And Bears go out to an early 2-0 lead. We have a traveling call. So the pressure from East Brunswick off the score results in a turnover. We will pay attention to number 10. Excuse me, I guess that's number 11 for
Asia Jenkins.
Yes, Asia Jenkins, who was charged with that traveling. Now they get the ball back.
She is one of Piscataway's stronger ball handlers, too, so it should be interesting to see how the pressure affects her.
Just a sophomore, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
She had a great season last season, so definitely she's one of Piscataway's great prospects.
That is her with the ball as she tries to drive. Broman, excuse me. Long pass cross court results in a turnover.
And another turnover by Piscataway. East Brunswick defense paying off from the beginning.
Mayo with it on the right side. She penetrates.
Great
Petriello.
cut through the middle.
And Laura can have a field day underneath there if she wants.
2 strong finishes by Laura Petriello to start out the game.
4-0 Bears. Laura Petriello with both baskets. 6:30 left to go in the first quarter. With it, number 43, Lilienfeld. All right, that's the first basket by Asia Jenkins to make the score 4-2 Bears. Piscataway with pressure. Green to the middle.
Freshman Candace Green getting the Bears set up.
Boy, that was a good pass inside. Didn't finish, but at the same time, you can see that East Brunswick has its way in the middle.
Piscataway looking to slow it down a little bit.
Campbell's going to be guarding Jenkins tonight.
Even though Asia Jenkins is a great ball handler, she has a little bit of height, so East Brunswick has to put a taller player on her.
Interesting observation. That falls. Basket by number 3, Wisniewski, ties the score 4-4. 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. This is Piscataway versus East Brunswick.
Piscataway showing pretty good defensive pressure right here, and the Bears just cutting through the middle.
Campbell follows up her missed shot. Doesn't go this time.
Bears are going to have to be strong on the inside. That's 2 layups in a row missed, just kind of out of putting it up a little too weak.
You notice Piscataway just sort of clears out and lets Jenkins go.
Good pressure right there by Laura.
I think Coach Whalen took your cue.
She sees that they need a little bit more of a presence inside right here.
Mayo caused that.
And East Brunswick looking to push the ball.
Petriello, cross court inside to Green. She's fouled by Jenkins.
Candace Green did a nice job right there protecting the ball with her body, making the contact, and then even though she didn't finish it, takes her to the line. She has an opportunity to score.
So Candace Green, the freshman, who has her own plans of becoming a quality player as she moves through her career, makes the first shot.
We saw Candace Green hit a couple of clutch foul shots the other night against South Brunswick. So
you see Petriello, who actually had the only points up until now for East Brunswick, take a rest. Let's see if Chesnikova takes on Jenkins.
I think East Brunswick is going to have to switch that matchup.
6-4 East Brunswick. There's a release. Results in a basket for Roman. Ties the score once more, 6-all. 4:30 left to go in the first period. So the Bears and Chiefs matching each other. That was an awkward shot.
Bears doing a nice job on the offensive boards.
That was good hustle by Piscataway, but they say it was out of bounds.
Michelle Mariski entering the game for Christy Lang.
Whoops. Almost a turnover is one. Jenkins should probably want to take it to the hoop alone. And drew the foul.
They call the foul early. She doesn't get the shots off. Not a bad play by Candace Green there. Using her basketball smarts to not let Jenkins drive to the hoop.
And the foul was actually before the shot, so that was a good team foul. Underneath. Once again, Wisniewski gets loose, and Piscataway takes its first lead of the game, 8-6. That is a backcourt. Mariski had already committed herself to the forecourt, and I don't know who that was, but she hadn't completed her cross the line, so backcourt.
An unforced turnover right there for East Brunswick. Can't have too many of those. Asia Jenkins trying to get her team set up.
That's a great shot right there. And
East Brunswick is going to have to get a little help there for Jess Campbell. Can't let someone drive right through the middle of the lane.
Piscataway extends its lead to 10-6. And what are they going to call? Turnover. Check that. Foul on Wisniewski, her first, and that would be the team's second.
Piscataway's finally got their press set up in the full court, and it seems like it's causing East Brunswick a little bit of trouble.
All right, Petriella re-enters the game.
East Brunswick with a 4-on-5.
Nice steal, anticipation by Jenkins. And she puts it home.
East Brunswick is telegraphing their pass a little too much. They're going to have to throw some pass fakes, make some stronger passes.
12-6, another turnover. There's a basket, and I would imagine East Brunswick wants to call timeout here.
Coach Wellen is going to get her team reorganized against this pressure.
14-6 is the score. And let's listen to Katie.
They want to take it to the basket, and we have to give people a step here, okay? So make sure we're getting off, give people a step, okay? Against this here, let's have you two up, okay? Laura, make sure you're in the middle here, okay? And then let's have Anna and Michelle down there, okay? So a 2-1-2 here. Be confident. No. No. Know that they're going to try to get in the passing lanes. Throw a ball fake. Let's get some two-on-ones. Right.
Pass first.
Bears, 1, 2, 3. Bears, let's go. Come on.
What do you think, Megan?
Coach Wellen is obviously getting her team reset for this press, kind of changing people around a little bit, telling them to be more confident and make stronger passes, throw some ball fakes. She also talked with her team about keeping Piscataway out of the middle. They haven't taken one outside shot yet. East Brunswick has to give their players a step, keep them from driving through the lane.
All right, Piscataway gets the ball off that out of bounds. And they're getting too many easy shots to the basket, even though that one didn't fall. Petriella. Inside, good to Chesnikova, just sort of threw it up. Mayo looking for the inbounds, finds Risky. There she is, Megan. Oh, misses the shot, but a follow-up blocked. East Brunswick retains it, however. Tries to get it through, blocked away.
In that situation, Christy Lang might want to just bring the ball out there, take care of it, get another possession, get a good shot instead of trying to force something.
This is Lilienfeld. And
Nice steal.
Stolen by Laura Petriello. Stuffed away nicely by Jenkins. And Piscataway has a couple up court. Won't fall. Get the rebound, put up and in. That by Myatt.
Piscataway
16-6.
Piscataway really scoring a lot of points in transition here. The Bears are not getting back. They're having too many turnovers.
Christy Lang seems a little out of control. She's not connecting with her passes. She's just sort of throwing the ball.
I think the whole East Brunswick team right now needs to settle down, take care of the ball. Katie Whalen put back in Candace Green, their starting point guard, so hopefully she'll be able to get them settled.
1:30 left to go in the first quarter. Mayo with it. That won't fall. Jenkins drives to the basket and puts it home.
Coast to coast, she gets the rebound, she goes down for a layup. East Brunswick has to keep her out of the middle.
18-6, Piscataway with a 12-point lead. Mayo to the middle, bounce pass to Petriello. Tapped away, Jenkins was there. Head of the field.
Again, Piscataway with
Boy, they're really
fast
putting on
break
a show
points.
here. That was Patrick, 20-6. This is a nice run by the Chiefs. Mayo inside. She didn't have a handle on the ball when she shot it.
East Brunswick getting a lot of their shots blocked right now. They might have to get a little, use a little bit of patience and throw some ball fakes, throw some shot fakes.
Jenkins draws the foul.
East Brunswick needs to step up and stop the ball before they get inside the key. They're letting the ball handler get right to the middle. You have to step up and stop her before she even crosses the three-point line.
Jenkins misses the first shot. Substitutions.
Zyrita Brooks coming into the game. And Jen Vroman returning, I think.
Yes. Jenkins good on the second. 21-6. I believe this game was tied at 6 at one point. So this is a 16-0 run. 15-0 run, excuse me. There's an open shot. Nope. Mayo, she's going to try it. Won't fall. East Brunswick really just one shot, turnover. They got to get it off. Won't fall.
East Brunswick starting out the game just like they did against South Brunswick, down. We're gonna see if they can make a comeback here and regather, not feel so much pressure. You could see East Brunswick known for their defense, and in that quarter, Piscataway was the one who put on the real defensive show, causing a lot of turnovers, finishing in transition.
Right. The sense that I get about this Piscataway team is that they are extremely well conditioned, not like South Brunswick, and that their game of running like they have in the first quarter, it's pretty much the way they're going to go this entire game. So East Brunswick definitely has to come up with some answers. Certainly Asia Jenkins, who has 9 points in that first quarter alone, so she's obviously a presence.
And coming into this game, East Brunswick knew that Asia Jenkins was their greatest offensive threat. They need to come up with something now to counter that.
What do you think that might be, Megan?
I think that they might try maybe some kind of zone press or a zone defense. If not, they might need to just make the players off the ball when she has the ball more aware to be in help side and step up and help sooner. If she gets to the middle, as we've seen already, it's basically an automatic score as soon as she gets into the key. So they need to step up and keep her out of there.
Okay. So we will begin the second quarter of play with Piscataway holding on to a 21-6 lead. They inbounds. And they go right to the hoop. Man, that was a nice shot.
East Brunswick held defense coming too late. They need to get there sooner.
Myatt with the basket, her third, and it's 23-6. Campbell. East Brunswick definitely having problems figuring this out. And
East Brunswick feeling the defensive pressure here, and they're not squaring up to the basket completely. It's a lot easier to put pressure on someone if they don't face the basket and make themselves an offensive threat, and that's just what Piscataway is doing.
This is Vroman. Shot won't go. However, the Chiefs get the rebound. Roman with the ball. There's a steal. East Brunswick has the numbers here.
Candace Green doing a nice job of distributing the ball right there with a bounce pass to Megan Mayo.
The foul will go to Vroman, her first, team's third.
You can see right now on the court, too, it seems like Piscataway is determining a lot of what happens both when they're on defense and when they're on offense. East Brunswick is going to have to turn that around and be the ones who are making the decisions out there, making Piscataway do things. Right now, they're just reacting to what happens on the court. They need to be a little bit more aggressive to make things happen.
Mayo sinks the first, she'll have another. That breaks a string of about, I think, a 17-0 run. She gets both foul shots to make the score 23-8. Ball loose, and they say it was off Piscataway, so a turnover.
East Brunswick is going to need a couple more of those if they want to get back into this game. Piscataway is bringing Asia Jenkins back in, and they're picking up the pressure here.
Boy, they do have a collapsing press. Inside is Campbell, puts it up, and it falls.
Very nice cut right there, slashed into the box by Jess Campbell.
23-10. Piscataway with the lead. Boy, they went right to the middle. And they say off Piscataway.
East Brunswick got lucky right there. 5 girls just standing around watching. They need to get a body on someone. Piscataway definitely has a little bit more athleticism. They can't just stand there and watch them.
That was good ball movement getting it across. Tapped away finally. All right, Petriello will inbound for the Bears. With it is Green. Mayo.
Bears need to square up to the basket when they catch the ball. Get in triple threat. Be an offensive threat. They're standing sideways, not facing the basket.
But Jenkins got away with a real hard slap on the arm of Campbell. Green.
A little too much dribbling there.
Yeah. Nice bounce pass. Won't go, however. Jenkins gets the rebounding, draws the foul. She had the presence to stay there near the basket in case the basket was missed. It was. She got the ball and was fouled.
Yeah, Piscataway got up 2 shots before the whole East Brunswick team was even back.
Mayo charged with the foul. Jenkins at the line. She hits the first. You can see that this young lady has spent a lot of time in the gym just by the way she just has the
She had
rotation
a very
on
nice,
the foul shot.
smooth shot.
Yep. And makes both foul shots to extend the lead to 25-10 for Piscataway. Boy, that was not a good pass by Campbell. Fortunately, she gets the ball back. Bounce pass to Petriello.
Jess Campbell needs to be more aggressive on that. Go to the basket. She didn't make anyone step up and stop her.
Another thing I see, Megan, is that it seems like the Bears are telegraphing their passes. They're looking at where they're. You can't do that against the quickness of Piscataway. Well, that was a double dribble that Jenkins got away with.
Piscataway is showing a lot of aggressiveness offensively, and East Brunswick is showing a lot of timidness right now. They're telegraphing their passes. They're making passes just to get rid of the ball.
Right.
They have to square up, look to the basket, look to make something happen, not just try and get rid of the ball.
Chesnikova on the foul. East Brunswick's 4th team foul. Wisniewski on the line, misses the first. And the second as well.
Piscataway fighting for that offensive board, and they walk away with it.
There's Torres with it. Gets it outside to Jenkins. Haven't seen her shoot from the outside yet.
Looks like she's got a pretty nice foul shot, so see what happens.
There's a shot, won't fall. However, Piscataway gets the rebound. Wow, it's all Chiefs.
East Brunswick players not finding their box outs right now.
Finally, they come up with it. And they're going to charge a foul to number 51. That's Patrick. Her first, team's 4th. Bears have had to battle for every possession, every point. Lang back in the game. She with the ball. That's to Mayo. Got to watch those passes. That was a blind shot right there. Campbell with it.
Again, East Brunswick showing a lot of timidness.
Yeah. They called a double dribble on that. I'm not sure why. She didn't start her dribble until just then.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. A couple of calls by these officials have been a little bit interesting. 4:10 left to go in quarter 2. It is 25-10. There's a turnover. Ooh. Almost. Shot up, will not go. Chiefs storm the boards and cause the foul.
And again, East Brunswick players not even back, and Piscataway's getting offensive rebounds.
Jenkins getting a nice rest here.
Since Piscataway has a better jumping ability and a little bit better size, East Brunswick, every player on their team is going to have to box out and get better position if they want to get these rebounds.
Myatt sinks the first foul. You know, considering neither team is in the bonus situation, there's been an awful lot of foul shooting going on here early on. In and out on the second, 26-10. Steal, however. And Piscataway is just plain out beating East Brunswick to the ball. Okay, Campbell, nice bounce pass in. Chesnikova puts it up. Won't go. Boy, she's been really missing
again,
tonight.
Jessica Campbell needs to be more aggressive there. No one was guarding her. She needs to take the ball to the hoop there. Make somebody step up and guard you.
Lilienfeld dribbling the ball. Torres to Vroman, puts it up and in.
Nice spin move right there by Vroman.
28-10. This is the largest lead of the night.
Oh, that was Caitlin Wisniewski, actually.
Was it?
Excuse me.
Shot finally in. Three-pointer for Petriello. Makes the score 28-13, a 15-point lead. And tie up. Arrow pointing to East Brunswick.
East Brunswick still with a 15-point deficit here. They need to make something happen going into halftime, get a little momentum, get some confidence.
Petriello, boy, they're letting her have that shot if she wants it. Campbell puts it on the floor, which resulted in too hard of a shot. Bounced away, still Piscataway's ball.
Nice job by Candace Green, though, stepping up there, not letting her get into the key. Once she gets into the key, she's deadly.
Yeah, really, Jenkins cannot be stopped once she gets the green. Lang gonna have a go at guarding her. And you see how they clear out. Jenkins takes it to the hoop. Misses off the rim.
Gotta hit their box out. They're giving Piscataway too many opportunities.
Bears push it up.
Lauren Dudra open underneath.
Campbell.
And they're putting some pressure on. They're trapping the ball.
Petriello. Green open. You know, Piscataway recovers very nicely on defense.
They've got a lot of quickness, and therefore when they trap, it seems like there's more of them out there. They do a nice job of recovering back to their people.
Myatt inside, gets it out to Jenkins. And going to be a quick timeout with 1:35 left to go in the second quarter. Pat Mayo, the first-year coach, calls timeout. And we will have an opportunity to listen to East Brunswick coaching staff. Okay, here we go.
Past couple trips down there, better defensively, okay? Good job not letting, they want to get it to 3. Good job not letting her catch it, okay? Good job on 11, all right? Listen, offensively, okay? We want to flash, we want to get it up against the trap, okay, if they're coming at you. But once we get it in the half court, calm down, relax. We can get some better things, okay? We're playing to what they want us to do, okay? They want us to be all rattled and take quick shots. They don't want to play D for a long period of time, okay? So get it up. If we have something, all right, definitely attack the basket. But if not, relax. Let's get something good, maybe some 41, okay? But better D down here.
I always have someone flash the middle. They're doing that
Right.
doubling and stuff like that, all right?
Don't hide behind that line there. Let's go. Bears, 1, 2, 3. Bears.
Okay. Kitty trying to calm the team down and make them recall what they do best. And that's work their offense.
And Katie switched the matchup a little bit on Asia Jenkins, tried something else. She put Christy Lang on her, who's a smaller guard. And that might work to East Brunswick's and now they're switching again. But that might work to their benefit, try and get her to put more pressure on the ball and get the help side to step up when she does drive to the middle.
This is Jenkins with it. Now she's going to set up and take an outside shot. Won't go.
She pulls up, and East Brunswick would probably be happy to see her do that if they got the offensive rebound.
But they're not getting any rebounds on either end of the floor.
East Brunswick is really getting killed on the boards right now, and in transition defense. They're not getting back fast enough. Piscataway is scoring too many transition points, and they're not rebounding that well. Katie Brown talking to her team right there, too, in the timeout about taking care of the ball in the half court, making Piscataway play defense. The thing that they need to do is take care of the ball, though. If you're going to try and really get your offense set up, you can't be throwing lazy passes. You have to make sure that you are in control.
Green to the outside. It's like seems like there's 3 to 4 players on him every time. And that's an errant pass. I have to tell you, Lang has not been sharp with her passing all night.
Yeah, the East Brunswick team, like we've talked about, they're telegraphing a lot of passes. They look like they're a little bit scared when they're throwing their passes. They need to be more in control of the ball and throw some ball fakes.
30 seconds left to go in this quarter, second quarter. Piscataway with a comfortable lead. Jenkins tries to penetrate. Falls in the arms of a Piscataway player. There's the rebound that put home.
I think one of the biggest differences, too, right now between these two teams is every player on Piscataway that catches the ball, they look to the basket, they look to make something happen and score. East Brunswick, a lot of the girls on the court aren't even facing the basket. They're not squaring up.
Got away with a travel on that, but they didn't call it. Nonetheless, shot does not fall, and really a tough half of basketball for East Brunswick. It looks like they've run into a buzzsaw tonight. The score is 30-13 at halftime, a 17-point deficit. And Katie and Richie are going to have their work cut out to see if they can come up with, you know, something concrete that they can sustain for that second half, Megan. But Asia Jenkins, she's really the real thing as well.
Absolutely. I think Katie and Richie need to talk to their team about rebounding and about their defense right now. Offensively, they need to show more confidence, but really, they're giving up too many easy shots, and they're not getting any rebounds. They need to box out, and they need to play better defense.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons they're down by 17 points right now.
All right, we will take a short break and be back with the second half right after this. We are back at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, where the Lady Bears find themselves on the short end of a 30-13 score against Piscataway. This is Jimmy Allinder being joined by Megan O'Neill as we begin the second half of action. Megan, the thing that strikes me most is the 13 points for East Brunswick in one half of basketball. That's not East Brunswick.
East Brunswick needs to show a little more confidence here in their offensive skills. They need to square up to the basket and be more aggressive, taking the ball to the hoop and going up stronger. They had a couple times right around the hoop, just kind of going up too weak.
All right, Piscataway will inbounds. Ooh, Jenkins went down hard, and let's see what we got here. Are they going to call a foul?
No, they just call out of bounds.
All right, Bears will inbounds. So we're underway here in the third quarter of play. Let's see what East Brunswick does in the way of answers.
Piscataway coming out with really good defensive pressure. East Brunswick is going to need to be aggressive towards the basket. Freshman Candace Green getting them calmed down, getting them set up. And
there's
then
a steal by Jenkins.
Just seems like the East Brunswick players are not on the same page here in the first half. I'm sorry, in the half court.
32-13. 19-point lead, stuffed. Jenkins, she's deadly, and she decides to pass it off. She could have easily taken that shot if she wanted. And now she will. Off the rim, won't go. You know, Piscataway's cooled off a little bit in his scoring, but East Brunswick is certainly not taking advantage of anything. Campbell with the rebound. Off the board, won't go. Petriello with
great hustle.
Yeah. Arrow to East Brunswick. You follow what I'm saying, Megan? They're not taking advantage of the opportunities that are being presented. I think they've done a more effective job defensively.
Yes.
But at the same time, they're not going to get back in this game unless they can put some points on the board.
Definitely. East Brunswick needs to be aggressive in scoring right now.
Outside. Mariski in the game. Got to watch those cross-court passes. They've been picked off all night. Mariski's going to throw it up. What? That's not even close. East Brunswick just does not have answers.
East Brunswick is going to have to turn up the defensive pressure. Maybe they can make something happen off of their defense.
And if I'm Piscataway, I just keep it in Asia Jenkins' hands and let her go to the hoop. Rebound, very nicely done.
Too many East Brunswick players just standing around watching Piscataway get these rebounds. They're working hard on defense. As soon as the shot goes up, they just turn and watch.
Well, with that timeout, the score 34-13, and it is a real tough haul. Let's hone the camera into our senior profile tonight, senior spotlight, and that is Erin Whalen. She is at the far end. Okay, I guess we're not going to hone in on the camera. They're just going to look at the bench. That's too late, guys. We'll try it after. There's Erin Whalen. We'll get her on the next timeout. Okay, 34-13. East Brunswick really needed a timeout just to settle itself, if nothing else. Megan.
Hopefully they got themselves organized and can get on the same page here offensively. I think that timeout was really about the rebounding down the other end. Too many girls just standing around watching.
Okay.
Great cut by Jess Campbell, a nice pass.
Draws the foul.
East Brunswick right there, Jess Campbell showing a nice strong cut. We saw right in the beginning of the game, they ran 2 or 3 good cuts. They started off okay, and then it seemed like they kind of just dropped off completely with their offense.
All right, Campbell, who has 2 points, makes the first.
Megan Mayo entering the game, one of East Brunswick's better offensive threats, so hopefully she can make something happen out there.
34-14. And Campbell gets her 4th point of the game.
If I were East Brunswick, I would do my best to deny Asia Jenkins the ball. Try not to even let her get it.
Piscataway facing pressure. East Brunswick hasn't been able to pressure tonight because they haven't scored all that much.
Jess Campbell with a nice interception there. Knocks the ball out of bounds.
5:36 left to go in the 3rd quarter. It is Piscataway with a 34-15 lead. East Brunswick with a long hill to climb here. Jenkins with the ball. She drives, and what are they going to call?
Illegal screen right there.
Offensive foul by number 3, Wisniewski. Again, go ahead, Megan.
I'm sorry. Let's see if East Brunswick can turn this around on the offensive
That's
end.
exactly what I was going to say. They have to take advantage of these turnover opportunities.
And they turn the ball over. Piscataway's defensive pressure really causing a lot of trouble for East Brunswick.
Jenkins, she's going to penetrate, but kicks it out. If I was East Brunswick, I would let Jenkins have that perimeter shot and just kind of block out the inside on her. Turn around, won't fall.
Nice box out by Jess Campbell.
Who wants it? Piscataway ball on the arrow.
Katie Whalen yelling to her team right now, you got to get in there, you got to grab that ball. She's got a couple players working hard to get the rebound and other players just watching.
Looking for the inbounds, they find Verona. She's been good on inside. Jenkins lost the handle on the ball and then tapped it out herself.
Piscataway setting up in a 1-3-1 full court press. Gonna do a little trapping here.
That's the idea. Campbell with it, gets it across court. This is Lang.
She's going nowhere. No one's even guarding her, and she's just dribbling into the defense and making pass.
That one never had a chance.
Trying too hard to make passes.
Jenkins takes it to the hoop.
Nice take right there.
36-15. There's another cross-court pass picked off. I'm not sure they're going to want to watch the films of this one.
East Brunswick needs to catch the ball and face the basket. Even when you're in the backcourt, catch the ball and face the basket. You need to look, see the whole court, see what you've got. They're just throwing passes where they think people are, and Piscataway is reading those passes and intercepting them.
Playing right into their hands, actually.
Absolutely.
Here's the inbounds to Jenkins. She might have some fun here with this score, 36-15, just tossing it up.
Nice help side defense by Laura.
Yeah, that was an errant pass. Mayo, who hasn't seen a lot of action here in the second half.
She needs to be more aggressive offensively. When she gets the ball, face the basket, trying to make something happen.
Petriello penetrates back to Mayo, puts up a quick shot, won't go. Petriello with the rebound, up and down, traveling.
Right there, we can kind of see East Brunswick a little too timid. Take the ball up. Worst thing that can happen is it gets blocked. Go up strong, maybe you'll draw the foul.
A lot of whistles here in this third quarter. It's a slow-moving third quarter. 3:40 left to go. Jenkins, strong, nice pass off.
Great look.
East Brunswick simply does not have any answers for Asia Jenkins tonight.
East Brunswick letting her get in way too deep. Once they're within 2 feet of the basket, there's not going to be much they can do to stop them.
Right, 38-15 is the score. And now let's zero in again one more time on Erin Whalen, our senior spotlight of the night. And there she is. Erin nursing a little bit of a wrist injury, so she's not playing, but this is a young lady who has participated in field hockey and basketball for all 4 of her years. As far as awards, she won the Coaches Award for field hockey her junior year and was all-conference for the Coaches Association. She is interested in attending either the University of Hartford or West Virginia University and majoring in special education. Her favorite high school memory is making great friends, obviously. Her favorite TV show is What Not to Wear. She enjoys Chinese food, and the people who she most admire are, guess what?
Her parents.
Of course. We got to get somebody different than parents. No,
I know Mr. and Mrs.
nobble.
Whalen, though, and they are wonderful people. They should be the people she admires the most.
Okay, I'm only kidding. All right, let's see if East Brunswick can do something. They're down 38-15. 3:26 left to go in the quarter. And another turnover. This one by Green, throwing it out of bounds.
East Brunswick, again, showing very little confidence against the Piscataway defensive pressure.
Coaching staff not getting too excited at this juncture. I think they really don't have any answers at this point.
Right now, what East Brunswick has to keep in mind, too, though, while this game isn't over, they do play Piscataway again this year. They need to, I'm sure Coach Whalen and the Coach Whalens are looking to find something that works so that hopefully next time they play them, they can be more successful.
Right, and I think also the confidence factor, there's another turnover.
Absolutely, East Brunswick came into this game with a lot of confidence, I'm sure, after a great win against South Brunswick.
They got to get that back because they have Stevens on Saturday.
Exactly, they have another tough game in their division.
And again, I don't think East Brunswick even thought, there's another turnover. Boy, it's been a nightmare. I don't think they came into this game overconfident one bit. They knew what they were facing in Piscataway. It's just that they just don't have any answers.
Absolutely, and it seems like they don't have any answers defensively or offensively.
Jenkins just swipes that away, throws it errantly. That one goes out of bounds.
East Brunswick having a really tough night with their passing tonight, and part of it's caused by Piscataway getting in the passing lanes and being very aggressive. They've got quick hands, they've got quick feet, and East Brunswick has not shown the confidence of the ball to get in triple threat, face the basket, be a threat, and make something happen.
All right, let's listen in on Katie Whalen.
You look like you feel sorry for yourselves. Shoulders slumping, begging for a call. We said get tough, and we haven't gotten any tougher whatsoever. Waiting for balls to come to us, right? Instead of stepping to the pass and being tough. But no, they're stepping in front of the pass because they're playing harder and they're playing tougher. And we're feeling sorry because maybe we get hit a little bit or they bumped us a little bit. Get tough! Totally outworking us still. Feeling sorry for yourselves is not going to get it done.
Hey, where's our focus where we can't even take care of the ball or make layups? Right? Yeah, our concentration's horrible.
Bears, 1, 2, 3.
Bears.
What's your thoughts, Megan?
I think Katie Whelan, she's obviously a little frustrated with her girls right now. She's right. They look like they're a little bit scared out there. Obviously, they're down. They're not going to get this game back by playing like they're afraid. She's talking about the passing, and she's talking about the people receiving the passes. It's almost like the person with the ball wants to get rid of it, and the person who's receiving the pass doesn't want it either.
You've been in this position yourself as a player, okay? And the coach has come down hard on you.
Absolutely.
Does it work? I mean, can they respond?
You know what? It all depends on what kind of player you are. There's two kinds of players on the court. The player that's going to take that to heart and say, I'm not weak. I am a tough player. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to play tougher. And then there's also someone who might get upset and, they can't handle that kind of pressure. But, it really is a true test of your character as how you react. Just like we saw East Brunswick showed great character against South Brunswick. They were down. They came back. And, right now it doesn't look like they have that in them, but maybe Coach Whalen's speech will they'll take it to heart.
Basketball is more than just a game.
Absolutely.
A lot of lessons that are taught. That was a great move by Jenkins. Couldn't finish it. But again, she's out there having fun, you can tell. Playing a lot of loose. And I don't blame Piscataway for playing a little relaxed itself with this
It's hard
lead.
to keep your focus when you have this big of a lead.
Campbell has that basket to make it 40-17.
East Brunswick keeping the pressure on, though, and, Piscataway is going to have to respect that.
Down to 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Piscataway has no need to force
look
a
ahead.
shot. Campbell puts it home and draws a foul.
She finishes with some contact right there. That's what Coach Whalen's talking about. Someone hits you, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't go up strong. You have to go up strong, get your contact, and finish the basket.
All right. Number of substitutions and a couple of new faces entering the game. Number 23, I haven't seen her, Brianne DeFalco.
She's a transfer from Immaculata. She just came this year. She gets some JV minutes, and looks like Coach Whalen wants to give her a try tonight against Piscataway.
Campbell misses on the three-point attempt. Remains 40-19. Up goes a nice shot. She's been very effective, has been Wisniewski. She's got 14 points, 42-19. East Brunswick doesn't get it across. Petriello with it. Down to 20 seconds. Dudra. This is DeFalco. Inside pass. Dudra with it and draws the foul. However, that is just the third team foul of this half. Wisniewski picks up her third foul, which is sort of amazing in itself since there hasn't been a lot of team fouls. Bears will inbounds with 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Lang puts it home.
Nice shot by Christy Lang right there.
42-21.
East Brunswick needs to pick up the defensive pressure.
1 second, and they just let it go. So after 3 quarters of play, Piscataway extends its lead to 42-21. Again, they've doubled up East Brunswick, and it's going to be real tough. But they do have 1 quarter to play, and they really need to resurrect the confidence that they had. And because, like you said, the record's going to probably go down to 6-2. That's still very respectable. And they need to think about the rest of this season, Megan.
Either way right now, I mean, obviously winning is one of the most important things. But right now, the East Brunswick team needs to prove to themselves that they're capable of playing with this Piscataway team. They have 1 quarter left to show what they are capable of. And, you know, I'm sure that Piscataway is going to come out and do their best to keep this game going. I think one of the biggest things this game is Piscataway is playing vertically. They're going from basket to basket, and they're really attacking. East Brunswick is playing this game very timidly, and, you know, a lot of their passes are cross-court horizontally. They're not even looking to go to their basket. They need to change that right now. Be more aggressive offensively.
Chiefs will inbounds to begin this 4th quarter, holding that comfortable 42-21 lead. You know, Jenkins hasn't scored in quite a while, but she really hasn't needed to. 15 points on the evening. I think she had 10 after 1 quarter. Chiefs will inbounds. Looking to the inside, tapped away, and it's off Chiefs. So here we go. Falco getting some ball handling duty. Nice pass underneath to Dudra. Puts it home.
Nice bounce pass through the lane by Christy Lang.
42-23.
East Brunswick trying to put some pressure on it. It is hard to pressure Piscataway. They have a lot of quickness.
Maya tried to take it herself and end up getting it blocked. Whoops, got away. I thought she got away with it.
And again, a lot of these East Brunswick turnovers are almost unforced. They're not all because of the Piscataway defense. They need to be more confident with the ball.
Jenkins tries to push it up. Going to drive to the basket.
Nice
offensive foul.
Christy Lang did a great job right there, moving her feet, sacrificing her body, taking the charge.
And Asia Jenkins showed her sophomore there. That was should have stood up.
She played an excellent game.
Yeah.
No one's gonna play perfect. So.
Mayo push inside. A little tentative on that pass. Jenkins pass to the inside. Up, won't go.
Jump ball goes to East Brunswick.
Nope. Thought she was going into the game. Yeah, exactly. They're a little fast on that buzzer. Mayo penetrates. Lang wants to bring it to the inside. Whoa! She was determined there.
Call an offensive foul right there.
That was on Whalen? No.
No, that was on Anna.
Chesnikova. That's her 3rd foul. Well, the cheerleaders are imploring their team for defense. They haven't really had a lot to cheer about it tonight.
East Brunswick still down 19 points.
Jenkins, good move. Good move to the basket.
Finishes. Brunswick running their motion offense, making cuts.
That was off the Falco. We got 5:51 left to go in this game. It is a 44-23 margin for the Piscataway Chiefs, who have really shown that they can play basketball here tonight. Whoops. Asia Jenkins trying to move it to the hoop.
Christy Lang doing a nice job of keeping her in front of her.
Piscataway taking maybe a little time off the clock. That won't go. And they say off Chiefs, East Brunswick ball. Piscataway getting a little bit lazy.
East Brunswick too content right now throwing the pass horizontally. They need to turn, look up the court. Everyone knows where you're going if you're only facing one direction.
That one didn't have a chance. Chesnikova tries to back it in. Won't go. Gets her own rebound. Falls to the floor. This is Piscataway with numbers. Hard drive to the basket. Won't go.
Nice rebound.
Nobody up front.
Look up.
There's the trap. And they fortunate to get a foul.
Ref bailed East Brunswick out there. Not a good place to give up your dribble.
Jenkins draws a third. 16 foul. So East Brunswick will be in the bonus in the next foul situation. Shot up by Lang, in and out.
Nice hustle.
By Mayo. And they back off again. Stop the dribble. And they're going to call walking. Maybe this is how Piscataway has been 3-3 because they really did the job in the first half.
Absolutely.
And now
seems like they've fallen off a little bit.
Yeah. But this really is just, East Brunswick has not found any answers tonight. Foul.
Megan Mayo showing a little bit of aggressiveness there that we haven't really seen yet tonight. So we need to see from East Brunswick.
Right. That was on Jenkins, her fourth.
Unfortunately, she can't convert there.
Right. So the score remains 44-23. 3:53 left to go in the fourth quarter. Asia Jenkins on the bench now, just a sophomore. She's got good size. She's obviously a Division I prospect. Hey, you think that other team from Piscataway might be interested in her? That team over there that just got knocked off the 8th, 4th, and number 1 team in the country? You know who I'm talking about, Megan?
No.
No? How about Rutgers? The Rutgers Lady Knights have been doing quite a job. In the last week, they knocked off Texas, LSU, and I'm missing somebody, but they have really been noticed by the rest of the country as far as basketball. And I would imagine that Asia Jenkins would be quite a...
Fit in pretty good there.
Oh,
I mean, she's only a sophomore. She still has a lot of developing to do, but she definitely has shown her skills tonight.
.323, East Brunswick with it. There's Mayo. Bounce pass, too far under the basket. Turnover, East Brunswick.
Passing, definitely one of East Brunswick's biggest problems tonight. They're not connecting on a lot of their passes.
Well, hopefully this will be a performance that they can learn from.
Absolutely.
Ball goes out of bounds. Mariski enters the game. Lang and Mayo. Well, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there are 5. I thought I only saw 1 go in. To the hoop. Nice block by Chesnikova. No help here. Well.
Nice finish.
Yeah. actually fell into DeFalco's hands.
Yep.
But she did make the basket. 44-25. Pass, they try to put it in and out, won't go. Still bounces around.
Again, telegraphing their pass, turning to only one person that you could pass to. You need to face the court, see what your options are. If you only have one option, then the defense knows where you're going to go.
Nothing inside there. Chesnikova throws it away. All right, we're down to almost 2 minutes to play in the contest. Piscataway put this away a long time ago. Oh, loses the ball, does Torres. Mariski with it. Moves to her left hand and puts it home.
Nice finish. Michelle Mariski.
44-27. Well, we know what Michelle is. She's a left-hander. There's that trap. Even with this lead and this amount of time, they're still trapping like that. Why is that? I don't get it.
I'm sure that their coaches probably wants them to continue working on this defense, or they don't want to let up. I mean, while this is definitely, like, they put this game away a while ago, they're only up 17 points. This isn't, I mean, they definitely have a great lead, but it's not necessarily completely put away.
Riccio snuck into the game and is on the foul line. She's recovering from an ankle injury and didn't play the last game. I'm sorry, Megan. I don't get this. There's really no need to be pressing.
No.
I mean, it just extends the game as far as I'm concerned. Riccio makes the first. And the second. To make it 44-29. .130 left to go in the game. East Brunswick with some garbage points here toward the end. Might have been off Piscataway, but they say it wasn't. Oop, that was a double dribble, I thought.
Seemed like she knocked it down as soon as she caught it.
Yep. Blocked. And must have touched it while she was on the line, so East Brunswick gets possession.
A little more than 1 minute to go.
Yeah, they finally call off the press. Chesnikova couldn't gather it in, and Riccio's foot was on the line. With it is number 3 for Piscataway, Wisniewski. She's had a fine game. Just dribbling the ball. Shot put up and in by
nice
Torres.
Take there. She kind of snuck that in from behind the backboard.
46-29. Mariski hog-tied there, I thought. Chesnikova inside.
Nice dump down to Ali Riccio.
Puts it in. 46-31. Less than 10 seconds to go in the game. And they can dribble this one out. Shot put up. That will not fall. Piscataway bench wanted that to fall for some reason. I'll tell you what, these are fierce rivals. They always have been, even when you played. And Piscataway the winner this night by a resounding 46-31 score.
These are two teams that might meet again too. They're gonna play again this season, GMC tournament.
That's quite possible. And I know that Katie's not in any mood to dissect this game, but when she settles down and looks at the tapes, what do you think she's going to offer to her team?
I think one of the biggest things that they're going to see is their defense broke down in the first half. They let Piscataway get way too close to the basket. They let them drive to the middle. They didn't get back. As far as their rebounding was concerned, they definitely need to work harder to get better position, be more aggressive rebounding, and just also offensively, being more aggressive as an offensive player, looking to the basket. I think that was the biggest thing. All the Piscataway players were looking to the basket. Every single one of them caught the ball, looked to get something done with it. And the East Brunswick players just looked like they didn't have as much confidence.
That confidence was a major factor tonight. This was a different team on the court again, that we saw versus South Brunswick. And they have a lot to think about. And maybe hard is something that they need to look at also, because I think their coach was right in that they were given a challenge and they didn't rise to it. And it wasn't because the team didn't have the ability, they chose not to, and that's something that needs to be addressed. But they have time to think about it, for the next game is Saturday. All right, that's going to do it tonight here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium. The final score, Piscataway 46-31. They moved to 4-3. East Brunswick to 6-2. All right, for Megan O'Neill, this is Jimmy Allinder saying thank you for being with us.